How are we all doing? G'day to Enter the Dragon and Ross. How you doing now? But I guess the title kind of gives away the purpose of today's live streaming. I didn't do a live stream on Monday because, silly me, I actually forgot to post up all of the questions, which forward driving camping. So thanks Ed for sending that out to me. Cool little gift there. Hey Elias, hey Shad, how he's doing? Yeah, Elias, we've been planning to do more fishing videos, but Jared and I just can't get together at the moment to do them. He's the, I guess you could say, he's the fisherman around here. I'm more into the forward driving. I bought a whole bunch of new fishing gear that he's really keen to test out. So as soon as we can get a few more fish under our belt, we absolutely will be. Hey Unpro, thanks for joining us. Let's get on to something like this. Have a look at what Ed sent me just last week here. It fits with the Bolter XPA perfectly. Ed, definitely, look at that, it's great. I actually don't have a stubby holder at all, so I'll be using this now. Up in the back of the car instead of on the wall here. Permanently will be in the back of the car. These stickers on the wall behind me here, because Steve sent me two. I was able to put them back here, but I'd much rather have them in the back of the car when you guys send them over to me. How are you, Ray? Good to see you, mate. I think I just might have my microphone volume down a bit. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I've gotten Jake and Lockie under the XPA, which is good. Bit expensive, but they're great. So now I've got a few people in. The purpose of today's live stream, we're going to kind of address the elephant in the room straight away. I've been talking with a couple of the boys, Jake and Lockie, they're in the chat here, as well as Jared, who you guys all know very well. And we have honestly considered changing our name as of recently. So there are a few reasons behind this. We do have a name that we want to change it to in mind, and there is a reason behind that. But so the reasoning that we want to change it from VKINGZ 4x4 and Adventure is because the biggest one is whenever you type it into Google or into YouTube for that matter, type it into YouTube, it comes up relatively, but when you type it into Google, it comes up with all the Adventure Kings gear. Ray, I actually showed Jared a couple of your guitar videos back when we first met. He loves playing the old thing. Can't wait to get out there and strum around by a campfire. That'd be great. Who's putting the iPad down and watch the TV? Oh. So back to the topic point, especially now considering that we are we're not too large yet, so this wouldn't really impact things too much and people would still be able to know who they are. Anyway, so the name that we have chosen, I guess, is Next Level Adventures. That's what we're thinking of here. I will quickly just switch over to a display capture and show you guys a couple of the logos that we're thinking of here. We have it. So this is the logo that we're thinking of, something along the lines of this. This is just a quick 5-minute throw together on Canva that we have here. So that's Next Level Adventures logo that we were thinking of running with, essentially. Now, there is a reason behind this, like I said. So the reason that we've chosen Next Level Adventures mainly is because it is a lot easier to tell somebody that what your YouTube channel name is. Hey, it's Next Level Adventures. Very easy to type up. The main one is that this name is sort of got a meaning to us. So Jake, who's around here, Jake in the chat. So Jake's dad used to own a company called Next Level Photography, and Earl was one of the driving forces behind these YouTube videos. So, you know, I went there one afternoon after Jake said, "Yeah, come and talk to me and Dad about it." And I left there that afternoon with brand new camera gear, brand new editing software. He was mentoring me. He was mentoring me on how to use all of this stuff. And, you know, this was the greatest thing that ever happened, you know, because he just told me how to use everything. And he was guiding me for a few months there. He was guiding me through everything that I was doing. Now, unfortunately, just a few months ago, Earl unfortunately passed away, tragically and unexpectedly. So I feel like using that name, Next Level, not only is it it's a simple name, it's easy to remember, but it's also a little bit of a tribute to him, and I feel like that he'd be pretty proud to see where we've come. Not only myself, but, you know, Jake's now involved, Jared's more involved, Lockie, all the boys are involved in this now. We've really taken it full storm, and so it's definitely grown into something beyond what I would have ever expected. And so when stuff like that happens, now I've got to kind of think out of the box a little bit and say, okay, what is best from this stage going forward? So I definitely wanted to do a live about it. So you guys got that update. Obviously, thanks for those who are watching now, who are commenting on it in the chat, because obviously I didn't want to just do it cold turkey and then everybody would have no idea, you know, who I was and whatever, even though it would tell you, in a notification that I changed my name, without telling you guys why and the meaning behind it, it probably wouldn't be as significant. So it's easy, I think, to remember. It has a lot of sentimental value for the lot of us, and like I said, we're really I've got a fair bit of backlog as VKINGZ 4x4 and adventure, and to be honest with you, it will be difficult for me to actually fully go through with this, but I feel like it's probably the best thing to do. And if you guys you do have any comments, you know, I'm happy to, you know, people disagree, I'm happy to talk about it and everything like that, and take suggestions, but I really feel like a few of us are kind of set on it. I did want to hear from you guys and hear your opinions, but I will give you guys a quick little sneak peek on Ed's comment there, can you get the web domain? So I was bored, I will admit. I was a little bit bored earlier. I was having a break from editing, and in a few minutes we've managed to whip up this. I'll just switch back over to display capture. This is what we managed to whip up over here. So this is using an e-commerce site called Equid. That is what I used to make this. So there you have the picture of my Pajero and Jake's car there in the background. So Jake is Earl's son, been my mate for many, many years. Here we are, just quick, and then down here, these are all just concept designs here. They are, you can actually buy them, but it's not fully set up yet. And then we've got ourselves a little information section around here. Now this literally just took 10 minutes and 15 minutes maybe to do all of that, and obviously after the change actually happens, it will be easier for us to go through and learn all of those systems and get everything smoothed out, because it'll be the go kind of thing, you know. At the moment, all of that is just an experimental, has not been tested, hasn't been anything, so yeah, I feel like with that kind of history, it needs to happen in that way. It will be, like I said, it will be unfortunate and hard to separate with something that we've obviously, it's been over 12 months now that we've been running this name, and we've put a lot of effort into this, but I feel like it's best for the future. It is a great tribute, and I feel like it's the right way to go in that sense. It's good. I was able to actually iron out a lot of the faults that I had with this channel and making a website for this name, with making that new one there. So I feel like it's a good step going forward. It'll also give me an opportunity to properly introduce everyone and kind of make a video what the channel's about with a little bit more meaning to it. Obviously I don't want to be too sad if making that kind of video, but I think that it's necessary that people understand that it's not just a random name that we've just Google searched up. No, it does actually have a meaning to it, and I feel like that's a good thing. So yeah, you're right there, Shad. We're not too far off the 1K mark at the moment. I'm definitely looking forward to that. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I never ever envisioned to get this far. You know, so far we've met some awesome people. You know, like everybody in the chat here as well. We've got this great community going here, and I definitely want to keep that into this next generation. You know, regardless of how big the channel may get over time, I really love this little community that we have here, that we're all kind of supporting each other. So hopefully when things do change and things go bigger, we can still keep this kind of community. One thing I do notice with the larger channels is that they tend to lose a little bit of that sense, because obviously when you've got a large amount of followers, you can't necessarily always give an in-depth reply to everything. So I really hope that we can keep that sense, and I'm definitely determined to keep that sense of community here on this channel, regardless of the name of it. So yeah, that's if you guys have got any suggestions as well on what type of videos you want to see on those channels. So obviously lately, a lot of the videos have been to do with cooking and four-wheel driving and things like that, because that's all I've really been able to do. You know, we're still in the stage of setting Jared up with some camera gear so he can do his fishing videos. And obviously we don't live so close to each other anymore. We used to live around the corner. Now it's over 3 hours apart. So that being said, when we do take on this new persona, you most likely will still see me, obviously, but you will be seeing more of the others as well. We're eventually going to start getting the others to do their own kind of videos where they're the presenter, I'm not even in the video, and things like that. It takes a little bit of pressure off of my shoulders as well, because I do work 6 days a week. So let me know what kind of videos you guys enjoy watching the most on the channel here. Obviously lately, like I said, they've been a bit biased towards the camping and the four-wheel driving and the cooking. There hasn't been much fishing or hiking or any of that, but with the term next level adventures, it really doesn't specify it down to what we have now, like 4x4 adventures. There's a limitless kind of potential there of unspecific videos that you guys want to see. Maybe we can get old Shad out again, back into the canyoning. We can drop him down into a canyon and follow him down there with a GoPro. That'd be... Alrighty. So I don't really have much else to talk about on this particular live stream besides that. I definitely wanted opinions on it. I will obviously kind of let this video get around a little bit and obviously let people know what is going to be happening before before we actually do it. I want to let it sink in, let people know it's going to happen, and then I'll probably end up clearing my backlog before. Alright. Are we back on now? We should be. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of an issue there. Obviously, you know, those of you who don't know, I live in the bloody bush, so sometimes the connection can be an issue out here. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, Ed, to answer your question, the watch time hours are very, very close, even to the subscriber threshold. So obviously, like, I've got about 10% to go on both. So watch time is going good, about the same as subscribers. It's very even. For some reason, I don't have a lot more watch time than subscribers. It's very, very even, which is good. There's no complaints about that here. Watch time is going all right. Alrighty, so hopefully this stays on now. So see who's still around here. Right, so for those of you guys who just popped in, the purpose of this live stream, we'll just go over it again, is we're looking at changing our name from VKINGZ 4x4 and Adventure to Next Level Adventures. Few reasons behind that. I don't know, a couple of you guys already know that whenever you search up us in Google, it comes up with Adventure Kings and 4Drive Super Center, and look, nothing against them, but we obviously want to be a little bit more unique. We want us to come up when you search us up, and so I feel like that's a little bit of a step in the right direction for that. And then also there's some sentimental value behind it as well that I stated before. Again, not to make things too sad, but Jake's dad, Earl, who was a massive driving force behind us starting the YouTube videos. To make a long story short, I went there one afternoon and said to him, look, I want to give this a fair go. I walked out of there that afternoon with some new camera gear, a new mindset, and some new editing software, and a mentor who mentored me through the first probably 6 to 8 months of using everything, telling me what I was doing right and wrong. And unfortunately, Earl passed away earlier this year. And he owned a company called Next Level Photography, and so we have decided to pinch the name Next Level and slap it on the YouTube channel Next Level Adventures, to add a little bit of a tribute to Earl there. I think it would be very fitting. So for those of you who have just joined in, that is the purpose of tonight's video, just to kind of let you guys know that is in the planning. I know that people who have been here since the start have heard that before. We won't be doing it suddenly. There will come a point in time where we will make the sudden change, but it's not like I'm going to go and edit everything tonight. That's not the case. I've still got backlog up until the end of October at this rate under this name, and there will be a video released on it covering this decision in extensive detail, right down to every little change that we'll be doing. So we'll be obviously redoing all the channel artwork, the channel banners, all the social medias, obviously the intros that you see playing in the background of this live stream, they'll all be done. The big one is the website. A couple of you guys seen before the little prototype website that I did just when I was bored today, but we'll be officially launching that website along with merchandise and other things like that. We will actually have stickers now, so you know, there were a few reasons why I didn't make stickers under this name. That was probably one of them, because I didn't think that the YouTube channel would ever get this big, and I feel like going forward, we need to make a change in order for it to be a little bit more, I would say, user-friendly. You know, like Shad said before, we are approaching 1,000 subscribers. I mean, that's insane. You could fill a hall with that many people, and I think that many people have sat there and enjoyed the content that we put out enough to subscribe, as well as maybe we've met somewhere along the way. You know, we want to keep going forward and continue to inspire people out on their adventures, and I feel like this is the right way to do it. I guess, like I said, there has been a little bit of money put into it at the moment. Obviously, like, we have hoodies, we have shirts and other things that we wear in front of the camera. My car's covered in stickers, but all those things are a little cost when you consider they wanted people's opinions on it, and I feel like a few people have spoken. Anyone else has any opinions, suggestions, or anything like that, just let me know. Oh. Alrighty, well, it looks like we're having incredible difficulty here with our connection, so I don't think I'm going to keep going on this one for too much longer. Obviously, we've said what we need to say, I suppose, and we've spoken about it, talked about it. People have had their opportunity to have this. So the replay will be up live on the channel for you. For those people who didn't get to tune in live, you'll be able to leave your comments down below. But the connection is really phasing out badly at the moment, so I won't hold you guys up for any longer. Anyway, so thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Update video to come. Make sure you tune in on Friday to see our next cook-up video. Me take on Mick in a chicken cook-off. And as always, we will see you in the next adventure. Ugh.